Hello everybody, it's me, Autistic Genius, and I'm tired and wearing my t-shirt and I'm just so tired. It's been a long week, which means that if it's the end of the week, it means I'm reading out your YouTube comments. Boom! Natasha Summer, I like your comments, so I keep reading them out. You're a bit of a ledge. Natasha Summer, love your hair. Mine is a wild do. We can rock it together. Haha, take that, mother. Somebody likes this hair. Mother's always like, get a haircut, but no. Natasha loves it. So I'm keeping it. Forget it. I'm keeping it. And my question to... let me start that again, eh? And my question for you, Q&A, is have you ever considered writing a book about your experiences or your views on the condition? Love your unique way of thinking. Do you know what, Natasha? I have considered writing a book, and I did actually start writing a book and intend immensely on writing a massive, wonderful book entitled something awesome, which I won't say because I don't know the title. But I did intend to. I started writing stuff, get it on paper, get it all written up, but I didn't like it just sitting there. So I decided to start blogging and stuff. So I'm blogging at the moment, and the blog link is in the bottom in the YouTube link. So if you're interested in the way I write things and my condition, please click on the link in the blog and go visit it and follow it. I can't read this name. Savannah McBeatles20. Savannah McBeatles20 says to me, thank you for helping me not feel alone. I am not autistic, but I have a learning disability, and you've been the sunshine in some of my darkest days. I do have a question for you, though. Oh, I like it. I have social anxiety. I was wondering if you do too, and how do you deal with it? I do have social anxieties. I do have issues with knowing when to come in and start conversations, and when to start them, when to end them, how I should behave appropriately. The only way I dealt with it is by doing it. Practice makes perfect. I got myself out there. I just made friends. I got to know people. I think for me, I enjoy drama and acting a lot, and that was kind of like a specialist interest. And I suppose when you have a specialist interest, everything else around you that comes with that becomes part of it and becomes like almost like it's not work and not effort. So the socialising aspect of that helped, and I learned to socialise through doing that, as I've explained in other videos. So that's how I got over it, really. I still struggle, I still have my bad days, and I still don't understand things. Dating is still difficult, but you know. But other than that, it's still there. But it's just the more you socialise, the easier it gets. Imagine autism's like a muscle. The more you do things, the stronger it gets, and the stronger you get as well. So like imagine the condition's like a muscle, and the more you have to work around it and work with it and learn about it, the easier it becomes to function, so to speak, if that makes sense. Malik Gold says, I'm using my son's account writing this. Whoa, that's Inception. Butane of funny / quirky things my son does if anyone gets a shiver is shake his face and shout rabies. So if anyone gets a and shouts rabies, I like this. Sorry, you get a shiver, you shake your face, rabies, rabies, rabies. He also has to jump from square to square when walking on paving flags. Yes, everyone has to do that. My son has subscribed to your YouTube channel and he loves it. Thank you. I guess your son's Malik Gold. Malik Gold, I love you for subscribing. Malik, can I tell you a secret? Do you know what I like to do when things really annoy me? I like to do really weird stretches like this. When I've got anxiety, I just do this and stretch everything, and my face looks really weird. And I just stretch. Oh my god, this feels weird and so good. Oh. And you just feel the anxiety go away. It's so amazing. Chaz Ashmal. Chaz Ashmal. Is that how you say it? Chaz Ashmal. Chaz Ashmal. Chaz Ashmal? Chaz Ashmal. Chaz Ashmal says, I'm autistic and I love you. You're so proud. You're so proud. Who's proud? These are really hard to read. Hyper jittery says, alright. I'm guessing that's alright. What's alright? It's got 3 exclamation points and 3 question marks. That's obviously been carefully convicted. Careful planning there. 3 of each. Don't want to mess the system. I don't know what he means. I'm alright, thanks you. I'm guessing that's what you're saying. Now this is these couple of comments here are on a video I did about small talk last week about why people talk about it. And why are you fighting? There is enough food to go around. Stop it! They're fighting. Stop it! No. No. You will not mount him. Right. Katie Wiseman on the subject of small talk says, the point of small talk. Well, what you do is you're taking little bits of information like, how was your weekend? Well, it was okay, but I was visiting my sick granny in hospital. Then use it to start the next conversation. So instead of saying, God, awful weather, when you next see them, you might say, is your gran out of hospital? Scores lots of brownie points. It makes small talk less awful. Actually, well, yes, it does make it less awful, but it's still small talk, and I still hate it. I still do it, though. She's quite right. She's absolutely right. I do small talk. I've learned to adapt to the ways people socialise and discuss things, and I've learnt as somebody who lives in the world and who tries to function as neurotypically as possible that I hate it. I hate small talk. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Sandra Kranawetivogel. However you say it. Crazy that autistic people are described as having communicational problems, while the rest of the world is doing 95% small talk conversations or telling things that aren't true or just said for personal advantage. What I really love in communicating with some autistic people, honestly, clearness, relevance, and thanks for that. It's brightened up my life. Do you know what? That is such a wicked way of putting it. People socialise so much and communicate so often that they just talk shit. And I don't why do I need to be told about the weather being crap? I can see it's crap. Why do I need to be asked if I'm okay? If something's really bad and I need help, I'm going to say it. I'm capable of saying it. And I think I don't like small talk. And I think it's really interesting that I talk about things that are relevant. I do small talk because I have to with work. And I deal with parents, I deal with children. So small talk is something I constantly do. But it feels relevant that way because I'm earning and I'm working and it's part of the job. But outside, it's just horrible when people say things like, oh, the weather. And like, oh, yes, how was your weekend? I just don't like it. I feel so uncomfortable. But that's just such an interesting spin on it, Sandra. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to share that on my page, I think. On my Facebook page, see what people think. I really like that. Really like it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Such an amazing week on the page. Such an amazing week. So much cool stuff going on this week. So much cool stuff hopefully to come this year. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thank you so much for your questions and comments. I love reading these out. These are actually my favourite videos to make. Keep them coming. Comment below this video if you want your questions to be asked next week. In fact, just comment on any of my blooming videos. And if I get an email and it pings me, I will most likely use it. Thank you so much everyone. And bye!